This your girl Candy, and you're watching Sweet Addictions TV. Yeah. So what's the business, babies? It's been forever, right? As shit, it's damn near been a month, and since I came home, like I'm feeling 89% better. Honey, let me tell you. First off, let me get this out the way. Shout out to my baby Dream Chaser. Yes, here on YouTube. He was in a blog TV I was doing, and I was like, oh, I want to taste some Garrett popcorn. And he was like, you know, he lives in Chicago. I was like, I'll send you some. And so he sent me some, and it was I guess the Chicago mix, the cheese popcorn and the caramel. Let me tell you something. That popcorn was so damn good. Thank you, honey, because I ate the shit out of that popcorn, honey. And I also ate it for breakfast one morning, so I was sick as hell and joked off, but it was so good. Like that popcorn, it kind of feels like it melts in your mouth. It's just good. But anyway, and shout out to my sweetie. She sent me some jewelry to review for you guys. I wouldn't be able to get to really review it because the earrings broke, so I wouldn't be able to get to wear them. But since I was so sick, you know, hubby called himself straightening up, and honey, I don't know what shit is. So what I'm gonna do is at the end of this video, I'm gonna give you guys her information so you can check her her store out, because you know, from what I remember, she's a single parent. I think she's in remission from cancer, so congratulations on that. I wish I could remember everything, but I don't know where they did with a lot of stuff, honey, because I was out, honey. But I will definitely put her information at the end of the video, so y'all make sure to check her out, okay? So, let me tell y'all what happened, why the hell my ass been gone since that last video, honey. Listen, so after that video, I say about 3 days later, I was getting ready to do another video for y'all of all the reality shits in the game too. I was ready. I had what I wanted to say. Then my sister calls me, right, and she was like, Candy, can I spend the night at your house? And I was like, I don't care, you know. So she had to come over because they had some shit going on at her apartment. She had just moved and they had some shit going on, honey, so she had to come stay at my house. So she came over, spent the night, and next day, woke up, I took her home. Then she calls me, talk about I'm throwing up and I'm sick. I think the spray that they spray in apartments to keep the critters away, honey. She thought she got poisoned. So she asked me, because she spent the night again, so her house could air out. And I was like, yeah. So, if y'all remember from the last video, I told y'all I don't get any fucking sleep. None. The time I get to sleep is from 7 in the morning to 10. That's when I get to sleep, okay? So, I get woke up in my sleeping time because I keep hearing the fucking toilet flush 50 million fucking times. I'm like, what the hell? So she comes in my room, because now me and Jacob, we up, honey. And she comes in my room, and she's in there like looking at us, talking about some hey. I'm like, don't damn hey me, heifer. This the only time I get to sleep, and you have ruined it 2 days in a damn row. What do you want? So she proceeds to go to sit on my bed. I'm like, get your stinking ass up, because something's wrong with you. Something's wrong. You sick or something, because you did shit 50 times. My toilet I'm surprised my shit ain't backed up. You done flushed that motherfucker more probably within the last month, within just this morning. No. She's like, no, I just was poisoned or whatever. I was like, okay. So I take her home. Then I'm thinking, you know, I don't think nothing else of it, right? So the next morning, which was a weekend, I get woke up to mama. So I run down to run down to Deja's room. She's on the floor. She done threw up on her bed. She done threw up on the floor. Oh Lord, I hope I don't gag, just reliving this shit, honey. But she didn't throw up anything. Like she threw up. She was now throwing up bile from her stomach. That's what she was throwing up. So I was like, oh shit. So I was like, okay, well, see if you can go drink something and see if you can get something on your stomach. She went in the kitchen. I guess she ate because she didn't say nothing. Then all of a sudden, it just sounded like somebody was just, I have hardwood floor, so it sounded like somebody was just pouring water on the floor. I go in there. First off, why is she in my living room? You supposed to be in the kitchen. She in the living room, bleh, shit everywhere. And it was just water. It was just spreading. It just was, excuse me, it was just water. So I'm like, oh shit, alright, well, get some clothes on. Let me get us together so we can go to the hospital. So we go to the hospital. You know, they hook her up for IV, you know, so she won't get dehydrated. Then they go to press on her stomach, and she's like, you know, like, it hurts real bad. So they bring in another doctor, press on the stomach, and so now they're thinking appendix. I already knew that's what they was thinking because I had my appendix. My appendix actually burst back in my 20s, and I had to get my shit taken out. So I already knew. I was like, they thinking it's her appendix. I'm like, Lord, please don't let this be her damn appendix, honey. So they in there pressing. It was like, we think it may be, so we're going to have her transferred to Children's Hospital. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, okay, which, all right, cool. All right, let's go make sure, you know, she's straight. But then the doctor go tell me, well, ma'am, you're going to have to find someone to watch the baby because you're going to have to ride in the ambulance with her, and they're not going to let you bring your baby. I'm like, what? Wait, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, y'all know I don't have no family here. And, I mean, my sister is here, and my husband's here, but the reason why y'all didn't hear me say my husband was in the bed with me earlier, because he was out of town doing a show. A lot of you new sweeties may not know, but my husband is in the entertainment business, so, you know. For my people out there who date people in the industry, y'all know it's a lot of, you know, sleep by yourself nights, honey, because the motherfuckers stay on the road. So he's gone. He had left that night before out of town for a show. So I'm like, I'm freaking out because I'm like, who the fuck is, what do you mean they're not going to let, what? I'm like, why can't I follow? I don't understand. And so I'm freaking out. I'm like, shit. I try to call Whitney to see if she can call in. I was like, fuck, I hope she don't get in trouble, because she had to remember, she just called out to when I had to go to the hospital when I bust my head open on the fucking floor. So her bosses who own the laundromat where she's the manager, they have regular jobs too. So they was at their regular job, so they couldn't leave. So I called my husband. I'm like, they said I can't take the baby, and at this time, y'all, they're telling me, they're making it seem like to me that they're taking her to the Children's Hospital to get surgery for her appendix. So I'm already freaking out about that. Then you telling me I can't bring my baby, I ain't got nobody to take it to? Are you fucking kidding me right now? So he's like, shit. He was like, I could try to drive back, but that's going to be about 3 hours. He was like, fuck it, I'll catch a plane. I was like, well, wait. This was before. I was like, let me ask Whitney if she can, and then she let me know her bosses couldn't come. And then I told him, I was like, well, they said Jacob can go up there with her for an hour, but they need to know somebody's coming. So he was like, fuck it, I'll catch a plane back. Which I'm pissed, you know what I'm saying? Because then I had to leave Deja at the hospital, go drive all the way to my sister's job, drop him off, which I'm so pissed, because come on, y'all, a 1-year-old at a fucking laundromat, a one-year-old at anybody's fucking job. I was so mad, because I'm like, what the fuck? This don't even make no sense. But I have no choice, because I can't send a girl by herself for no fucking surgery. And I'm like, it's some bullshit. So I went and bought, you know, stopped to the grocery store, bought him, you know, some little baby shit, and shit he can eat and fuck with. And, you know, she wanted him in a stroller so she could just stroll him around while she's cleaning and shit. So, and here's a little side bit. When we got there, I'm getting, she get the stroller, I get my son out, take him inside, and there's some dude asking her, does she need help with the stroller? And Whitney was like, no, I'm good. And I guess he's like a regular, you know how if you got a job, you always got a regular, just a motherfucker that come in there and they just be there, they don't want shit that's got going on with your job, they just there. That's him. So, and I think he's a little, something wrong with him, a little cuckoo, little something ain't right. But I'm rushing, I got one child, they talking about need surgery, I'm pissed because I got to drop a baby off at somebody's job. So, my mind ain't sympathy because your ass ain't got no fucking sense, okay? So, then we put that in there, I come back out to get his car seat, so when his daddy come, everything's there. And he was like, I could have done that. I was like, oh, I'm fine, thank you. He was like, see, that's your problem. You want to be a man. You want to do man's job. You want to do a man's work. I said, well, technically, lifting a car seat is not man's work. See, that's your problem. That's your problem. You want to be a man. You need to learn how to be a woman. I was like, okay, honey, your presence is no longer desired or needed. Bye-bye. He's like, oh, I ain't mean to offend you. I'm just saying. He said, you know what, when you go home, have a popsicle. I was like, get the fuck out of my face. When he was like, he's a little, I said, right now, I don't give a fuck. I don't. I'm sorry. I didn't give a fuck. He could have been, I ain't even going to say it. But he could have been, I wouldn't have gave a fuck whoever it was. Let me just say it like that, because I had too much going on. So I'm hungry in the motherfucker, because we left to go to the hospital early in the morning. I ain't ate shit. I feel like I'm going, and when I don't eat and my sugar gets low, like my whole body, I get to shaking and feel like I'm gonna pass out. Honey, I ain't got time for that shit. So I was like, maybe I should stop at Wendy's. But I was like, no, fuck it. All right, let me go. So I'm going. As soon as I get 3 lights away from the hospital, I get a call from the hospital. Miss Sims Children's Hospital is here to take Deja to Children's Hospital. I was like, okay, well, I'm 3 lights away. She pauses. I'm like, well, shit, look, y'all told me at the last minute that I couldn't take my child, so I had no choice but to leave and find somewhere for him to go. She was like, okay, yeah, all right, I'll be there in a minute. So I get in, I pull in, I park the car, nigga, I lock it, and I'm running. Nigga, I'm running. That's how I know, even though I'm losing weight, nigga, I ain't in shape. I was tired of the motherfucker. I'm running all the way from the parking lot, all the way to the emergency room, all the way to the doors, all the way to the where her room is, and they got her on the gurney, all strapped up. And it's three people. It's I guess the nurse lady from Children's Hospital, a paramedic, and then the driver. These motherfuckers turn around and say, "Are you Deja's mother?" I'm like, "Yes." I'm breathing. I'm hot and shit, you know. I'm like, whew, I'm glad I remember to put on deodorant that day, bitch, because there was just too many emotions, and I'm running, honey. I would have been funky as fuck, because it was just too much going on. So I was like, thank you, I'm glad I remember to put deodorant. So, then this is what they tell me, y'all. Why this? I ain't even gonna call her a bitch, because it wasn't Children's Hospital's fault, okay? But they turn around and say, so are you gonna follow us, bitch? I said, wow, what did you just say? Now, remember, y'all, I got a motherfucker catching a plane. Y'all know how much plane tickets are when you get them at the very last minute. Motherfucker catching a plane to come back to get his baby. A baby at somebody's fucking job. You, what? And you just told me I can follow you? I was like, what? Wait, hold the... I said, listen, let me tell you something. I'm still breathing hard. Remember, I just got done running like a motherfucker. I'm breathing, huffing and puffing like. They told me that I could not follow y'all. That I had to ride in the ambulance because it's a child. Like, that's how I'm breathing hard. I'm breathing. I'm tired. I'm ready to cry because all the shit I just went through in this short period of time, y'all. And she's like, what? No. She said, only thing is we take your number down in case we get separated while driving. Y'all, I was so fucking pissed. Like, I was literally holding tears back because, you know, Deja's was already fucked up, so I wasn't trying to, but I was just like, oh my God. I was so mad. Like, the paramedic, they could tell I was pissed. Oh my God. They could tell I was pissed beyond pissivity, honey. So they was like, it's okay. And I was like, no, where's that doctor? He better be lucky, because they would have, oh my God, they would have had every white person in that hospital would have had a crazy black lady story to tell to their friends when they got home that day, honey, because I was going to cuss him the fuck out. Every inch of his motherfucking body was going to hurt from the words coming out my motherfucking mouth. Okay, I see his face right there. Y'all wonder, bastard. I was pissed. They was like, so are you going to follow us? I was like, hell no, I'm riding with y'all. All the shit I just went through, honey. I was mad. I'm in there, and the paramedic, he was like, you okay? You want some Cheetos? I'm like, nah, man. They was trying to offer me anything because I was so pissed, and I'm calling my mama and telling her what happened and shit. So anyway, they take us an hour out the way to Children's Hospital. So we get to Children's Hospital, and first off, Children's Hospital, honey, makes you so grateful that your kids are, like, healthy. I mean, what I mean by, you know, no disorders or nothing, because them babies in there is just, whew, gave you little, you know, shivers. Some of the babies I seen, you know, cancer, the baby was bald, and some, you know, a baby bust a head, they had the whole thing, it just made you count your blessings. But anyway, so, we're in there, and, you know, they got us in the room, and then they came to check on Deja. And so they go to press her on her stomach, and she's like, no, I'm good, nothing's wrong, good. So I'm sitting there like, I mean, I'm happy nothing's wrong, but I'm sitting there like, oh, this shit. So they pressed her, and then the guy came in, he was like, I mean, honestly, if y'all would have came to us first, and this is how she was, we probably would have just kept y'all waiting in the waiting room. I'm like, wow. So they basically sent us all the way here for nothing. Pretty much. And then when because I told some people, I was like, do y'all not understand what they put me through? My son was at somebody's job. They was like, what? That's crazy. They felt my outrageness. Damn it. Anyway, so, long story short, well, that shit, no, it wasn't. Yeah, that was all of it. So, but Deja's all right. So my husband came to pick us up from the hospital. We get home, right? So once he drops us off, he heads back out to where the show was. So I lay down. I was like, fuck it, Jacob could be late with me because usually I keep him in his room when it's time to go to sleep. But he's tossing and turning through the night. I say it was about 2, 3 in the morning. He's tossing something to me. I was like, please, God, no, please. 2 seconds later, bleh, bleh. I mean, and it hurt my heart. I wanted to cry. I think I did cry because you being an adult, y'all know when y'all throw up when it's really just bleh, bleh, and just seeing his little body doing that because it wasn't no little baby puke. No, his whole body was just, I was like, oh my God. He's throwing up everywhere. So I went and got a bunch of blankets. If I raise him up, he's throwing up all on my shoulder. I'm like, well, oh, baby. He was just throwing up everywhere. Then he had one little runny diaper, but he didn't have a whole bunch more. And he was just throwing up. So I get them together, right? Skip that. First off, my baby was so dehydrated that his lips was so, like, chapped. Like, all the skin was standing up. That's how chapped his lips were because his body, he was so dehydrated. He puked out everything that he didn't want to drink. I was like, oh, God. It's just a mess, honey. It's a lot to go through. I just got done getting back from a concussion and bam! So theirs lasted for only a day. So that was the good thing. So I got them together. I disinfected the house. I changed the sheets. All that good shit. Then I say 6:30, 7 o'clock. My stomach starts hurting. Yes. And I'm feeling like shit. All of a sudden I get... Now, hold on. Let me tell you something. This part of it, because I caught that shit 10 times worse than anybody else. So, if you got a sensitive stomach and you don't want to hear this shit, literally, I'm about to tell, mute your shit, and I'm going to go like this when it's time, when you can come back in, okay? Because we about to get real close, you and I. We are about to become family because you about to get real close to what I went through. So, you ready? Okay. And mute. All right, so, I'm in the bathroom. I'm shitting. I'm throwing up. And it's early, you know, and I'm the only one here because, like I said, husband went back to his show because, you know, Deja was fine and nobody else was sick then. Jacob keeps running to my bathroom. He crying because I'm literally on the toilet with a trash can between my legs, throwing up and shitting at the same time. Okay? We about to get real personal. We've known each other for 3 years now. You about to be here. So, and I'm throwing up, and I'm shitting. I'm like, fuck, stop. Get up, wash my hands, go lay down. Now here's the fucked up part. I was throwing up so much that my back was spazzing. So laying on my back hurt like hell, and trying to lay on my side hurt because then the shit in my stomach was sloshing around. So I was just fucked in the game. So I'm just dealing with this. I threw up and was shitting like this until 2 in the fucking morning. From 6:30 to 2 in the morning, I'm throwing up and shitting. Here's the nasty part. Here's the real nasty part. Nigga, I was throwing up and shit so much that I was throwing up air and shitting water. That's some fucked up nasty shit. And we have now become cousins. But real shit. It was water. It was just water. It was like you turned on a faucet, nigga. It was just water. It wasn't no shit. It was just water coming out my ass. It's nasty shit, but oh well. And I was throwing up so much that I couldn't throw up anything else. There wasn't even bile left in my stomach. I was literally going, and nothing was coming out, but my body still was making me throw the shit up. If I took just a sip of water, and I mean literally, not no gulp, I'm talking about just enough just to wet my mouth, I'd throw up again. I couldn't hold anything down, nothing. A sip of water, nothing. So I'm throwing up, it's fucking ridiculous. So, I finally said, fuck it, I can't deal with it. So I called my sister, tell her come on over to the house, because I gotta go to the hospital. So we called the ambulance people get there, and I'd be damned if the ambulance guy who got there was the guy who took me in the ice storm to the hospital when I went into false labor with Jacob. And he remembered that shit. He was like, you had a baby? I'm like, yeah, it's been over a year ago. So we're in the thing, and they strap me up, and they're trying to put an IV in my arm in the thing, but he missed, and I'm like, oh, Lord, honey, y'all ain't gonna worry me. So they was like, just don't worry about it. So the guy who came when I was in false labor. And he, you know, remember I told y'all he had like an Englishman accent and he be telling jokes and shit. So he's fucking with me, but I'm too fucked up. I can't even crack a smile or try to humor him or nothing. He was like, oh, you're not gonna laugh? He's like, oh man, that ain't right. He said, well, I got good news and I got bad news. He said, good news, we're taking you to the hospital where there's more germs. I was like, oh, great. He said, no, but bad news, they're putting you straight to triage. I was like, are you fucking kidding again? What the fuck a bitch gotta do? Shoot her pinky toe off for you motherfuckers to give me a room? Child. So we get in there, and oh my God, y'all. Matter of fact, let me see where the minutes are. Okay. So listen, y'all, this shit is about to piss me off all over again. So I get in there, they got me in a wheelchair, and it's hurting just to sit up. So I'm like, damn, now I'm that bitch when I had the concussion. Except I wasn't doing all that, but I was like, oh shit. I was so fucked up, I didn't give a fuck. I wheeled the wheelchair back and put my feet up on the motherfucking chairs and shit. Remember, it's like 3 in the morning. So they call me, they wheel me back for me to, in the triage for the lady to take my blood. So they wheel me back, but she's taking somebody else's blood. So I'm sitting there, but then I had to use the bathroom. And if y'all just remember, I said I was shitting water. So there wasn't no holding that. So I was like, oh, fuck. So I was like, man, was there a bathroom close by? No, so I got to try to make it to the bathroom that's all the way out in the main waiting room. So I get up, but I'm so weak, I ain't got no fluids in my body. I fall. My legs give out. I fall. Boom. I hit the floor. And I can't get up, and here comes a lady. She was calling, like, one of the guys, nurses or whatever, to come help get me up, because she couldn't. Then they both get there. The guy gets there, and the girl gets there, and they're staring at me. We can't pick you up. You're going to have to do it yourself. What the fuck y'all here for? You know what I'm saying? So I'm struggling just to do my arms like this to raise the top part of my body up. The white dude gonna talk about some, I ain't got time for these games. I'm like, obviously, bitch, this ain't my first preference to be on a stinking, nasty-ass hospital floor. I took everything in me to say that sentence, because I could barely talk, but he was trying to make it seem like I fell on the floor, like to hurry up and get called to the back or something. I'm like, bitch, I'm not about to fall on no nasty, stinking ass floor, bitch. There was drops of blood not too far from me from somebody else. No, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go through all that horror. I wish I could. I should have hit him in his nuts, pussy ass nigga. Anyway, so the lady was like, well, let me wheel you to the bathroom that's closer. Oh, well, thanks. And the last bitch act like there wasn't one there. So she takes me back towards the rooms so I could go ahead and use the restroom. She's like, pull the cord so they can wheel you back out. So the lady had already came back to where the rooms are, and she was like, I'm just going to take your blood right here. And then the white dude was like, yeah, when you get done, just take her back out there. Well, I'm telling you, if I could really just talk, honey, he would have quit his motherfucking job that day, bitch. Pussy ass nigga, you. Anyway, so she takes my blood, but I'm so like I'm so fucked up. I'm doing all that shit. So the lady, one of the nurses, like, what's her name? And they told her my name, and I guess she looked on the board, and I guess I wasn't next, but she was like, fuck it, put her in that room. I was like, thank you, Jesus, thank you. But you know, once you get put in the room, that's still another couple of hours of wait time. So they come in, the doctor comes in, and he's an asshole. He come in, and he's so quick. He comes in, so what's going on? And I'm trying to tell him, okay, well, we're going to get you IV and get you some medicine, and then, you know, you'll be out of here. I'm like, and he leaves, like, but he seems such an asshole. So then, lady comes in, and she puts the IV in my arm, and I'm thinking, I was like, is that the pain medicine? And she's like, no, that's just the IV. The lady will come in and actually hook up the IV to you. And I'm like, when they start doing each thing? Anyway, so then, another lady, old lady came in. She was so nice. She was the only one who was actually decent to me. Everybody else was some whole bitch ass, puss ass niggas. So anyway, she put the IV. She was like, "Here's some medicine. This should help you." Now remember, I told y'all, my system's fucked up. Like me, like for my mom, my grandpa, they all fucked up, and they gave me all they fucked upness. So shit don't work like Vicodin. Like I can't believe people actually buy pills on the street like Vicodin. I take 2 or 3 of them motherfuckers, and that shit don't do nothing for me. Like, don't you know them bastards gave me Vicodin again? So I just got 2 big ass bottles of Vicodin upstairs for no fucking reason, honey. Anyway, so she gives me some medicine. I'm thinking it's going to help. She don't do shit, honey. So they leave me in there for, I think, a good 30, 45 minutes. The IV runs, and then here comes the doctor again. And I asked him, I said, sir, I was like, do you know when the pain medicine will kick in? And he was like, oh, you don't need that much. You'll be all right. You ain't that sick. And he leaves. Oh, my God, y'all. Listen, y'all know I'm not a racist person, honey. But at that point in time, I wanted to call him old crack ass nigga. You sorry bass. I wanted to go in, honey. What the fuck? Yeah, you gonna tell me I'm not sick? How you gonna tell me I'm not hurt? So then they went and did my labs, and I guess he seen, oh, she got her fucked up. Then he came back in with a whole new attitude. Oh, okay, baby. So listen, go ahead and call your ride because we're gonna give you a shot. It's a doozy. It's gonna take all your pain away and blah blah blah. And we're gonna get you out. Yeah, bitch. Don't try to talk nice to me now, whore. Ooh, they better be lucky that I could not just really talk because, oh my God, y'all don't. Boy. Anyway, so like I said, my husband had left, so my sister ain't got no damn car, so I had to call a cab. So the cab came, because remember I caught the ambulance there. So the cab came, and I'm like, okay, well my ride's here, and it was like, well no, we can't give you the shot till they come in. And I'm like, it's a cab. The Mexican, he not gonna come after the car. He not. That's not what he paid for. So they was like, well, we can't give you a shot. I'm like, fuck, because I was really in pain. So then they was like, we'll just give you a prescription of some strong meds. So I'm like, well, at least I have that. And then I looked at the prescriptions of fucking Vicodin and jail. So anyway, I get home, lay in the bed. Whitney and the baby was in my bed. So I wake them up. Deja was off to school. Tell Whitney to get out of my damn room. Then I lay with the baby. I wake up in the morning. I'm feeling a little better. I'm not feeling weak since they gave me the IV. So I give Jacob his milk, and I be damn diggity fucking dog if he just goes bleh, and all the milk comes back out. And I'm like, no! So we went through it all over again. So that's where the hell I've been. Yes. That's where I've been, you guys. Going through hell! Can you imagine trying to take care of a sick child, a sick baby, and you feel like shit too? Not just shit, just real shit, like real fucked up shitty shit. Child. It was a mess, honey. So that's where I have been, y'all. Fucked in the game. Yes, indeed. Fucked in the game. That's what Candace has been. And it has been a doozy, honey. So I pray we are good with germs and catching some shit at least for a good couple months, because we just went through hell, honey. Seriously. So that's what's been up. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much been it. If that's not enough for y'all, I don't know what is. But we're better now. I'm praying we stay better for a good minute, honey. And I'm going to get on up here because I'm hungry as hell. Try to give me something to eat before Jacob wake up. Whew. It was so good to eat too, y'all, because we just started eating the other day. I mean, me and Jacob went, because like I said, Deja, hers was only good for, she only had it that day, and then she was good to go. Me and Jacob was fucked up. We ain't eat real food. I mean, not fuck real food, no food. We was just drinking water and fucking ginger. Well, he wasn't drinking ginger ale, but I was giving him that Pedialyte shit, which he wasn't fucking with. But I think we didn't eat for like 4 days. It was crazy. But anyway, so that's my story. So hopefully I'm good to go. So the next video will either be the roundup of all the, what's all this shit? Shit is my concussion. Reality TV shit, or sweet solutions, and we'll work that out. Talk to Kaya. Remember I was supposed to get Kaya on the show damn near a year and a half ago, but she sent me a friend request on Facebook and re-gave me the information, so we'll try to make that work once I'm out and about and see how that goes, honey. But yeah, so let me get on up here, babes. Hope you had a good one. And it's hot than a motherfucker, y'all. We skipped winter. I'm mad as hell. Jacob got so many cute ass winter clothes that I just knew I was gonna dress him up, take little pictures. He got cute ass little Gucci sweaters and for nothing, because he ain't gonna be able to wear that shit by the time it get cold again. He gonna be way So I'm mad. I mean, I'm not mad. I don't know what the hell I am, honey. I'm glad we don't get coldness, but now the allergy. We got so much pollen that the cars are green and yellow. I walked to my mailbox, came back in the house, and my shoes were dusted with yellow pollen. There's so much pollen, it's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, let me get on out of here, babies. As always, thanks for watching, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a motherfucking friend, baby, to subscribe and follow your girl on Twitter. Yes, honey. And please go ahead and thumbs up this video for me. And listen, share your favorite Sweet Addictions TV video on your Facebook, on your, I suppose I would say on your WhatsApp, on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on your Tumblr, on whatever. It don't have to necessarily be this one, but whatever is your favorite one. I definitely appreciate it. And make sure to tell a friend. Alright, babes, I'm out. Peace.